How much training do you need to beat most untrained people? Guys, this is such like a great question that went completely viral on our BJJ Fanatics Facebook group. So someone made a post over there. It was exactly this. How much training do you need to beat most untrained people? And I want to answer this question here as a video to make sure I can reach as many people as possible. And I think I'm a great person to answer this question because I started Jiu-Jitsu back in 2001 when I was 14 years old. And one of the reasons that I was starting Jiu-Jitsu was because all my friends, they were kind of like grappling the carpet when we would meet and play video games. And I wanted to become that guy who can beat them, and they were all untrained people, so that was one of the reasons that I started Jiu-Jitsu. And I know exactly how long it took for me to start doing very well against them. That's why I decided to make this video here. So, guys, when I started Jiu-Jitsu, I remember that first week that I was doing Jiu-Jitsu, I went there and grappled with my friends who had never done Jiu-Jitsu, and nothing changed. I get my ass kicked by some. I did okay with others because they were just worse than me by nature. But anyways, nothing changed. And I remember that 1 month later, I started understanding what was going on, even when someone was beating me, but I was still getting beat, Things started really changing for me after 3 months of doing Jiu-Jitsu. After 3 months, I knew like some moves that I had to hit and this and that, but even though it was not great, there was still guys who had never done Jiu-Jitsu before that would grapple against me and still like be able to hold my head and put me like on some sort of like those side control that's not a side control, and the guy was stronger than me and that kind of stuff. And the magic really started happening after 6 months. So I would say like that after like 6 months, I was dominating them. Like it was not even like a fun thing anymore, I was completely in charge, And when I became yellow belt, that was 1 year later. And if we're adults, maybe when you become a blue belt, they become a child, now you have a child on your hands, like you can do whatever you want, it's like you're fighting against a child, you're fighting against a kid, it doesn't matter their size, their weight, you just have like, it's just so easy, to control and to manage and do whatever you need. So what I would say here is like 1 month of Jiu-Jitsu, I don't think anything changed. 3 months, you start noticing something. 4, 5, 6 months, yes, you're really gonna start noticing like a solid change. And 1 year plus, done. You are much better than this person who has never trained before and this and that. And it feels like you're fighting against a kid, And another thing that I would say is that, of course, that everything depends, right? If this guy you're going against, he has done a bunch of wrestling when he was a kid, now it's different, now he has a wrestling background. Or maybe he had done a bunch of judo when he was a kid. He has a judo background. So it's a completely different question. But this question here is like, how much time do you need in order to beat a untrained people? A person who has never trained before. And in my opinion, in my sharing experience here that happened to me, 3 months, I started noticing some difference. 6 months was massive. I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I can beat these guys. It's not that hard. And 1 year, when I became a yellow belt, that was like, I'm going against a kid. It's so easy now. I can literally control them, do whatever I want and this and that. And I don't even need to say that 2, 3, 4 years. Now you're like, so I do think it takes a little bit of time. So if you're starting Jiu-Jitsu, hoping when you're going to start to be able to really control other humans on the ground, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's not like 10 years. As I said, like 3 months, you notice some difference. 6 months, boom. And 1 year, you can do pretty much whatever you want and need. That's my opinion, guys. If you disagree, please write here in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. But that's just my opinion. And of course, we also have to make some parentheses here that if you train once a week, the 3 months might become, the 3 and 6 months might become 1 year or 2 years. If you train twice a week, 3 times per week, 4 times per week, it's going to be much faster. So of course that everything depends on the frequency. When I started Jiu-Jitsu, I was training 2 to 3 times per week. And that's what took to me. But of course that if you start today and you train twice a day, every day, it might be much faster, I was talking more about the average here, which is kind of like 2 to 3 times per week. But guys, this is a great question. It went completely viral on our BJJ Fanatics Facebook group. A lot of comments there. And I just wanted to make this video and share this experience that I had in my journey with you guys. And we'd love to hear your thoughts here in the comments. And guys, if you guys have any questions Jiu-Jitsu related, feel free to send to me either here in the YouTube comments or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm going to do my best to answer. And also, if you're just starting Jiu-Jitsu, make sure to check my instructional Foundations of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at IBJJFanatics.com because it's going to be a perfect instructional video for you. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you in the next video. Os. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.